Are you an established small business owner or aspiring entrepreneur? Would you like professional advice to help your business grow and succeed? Well, look no further. The Virgin Islands Small Business Development Center is the territory's #1 resource to move your business forward. Enjoy no-cost advising, low-cost training, and technical assistance from experts in both the public and private sectors. The VISBDC is nationally accredited and sustained by the University of the Virgin Islands and the U.S. Small Business Administration. Visit us at our locations on St. Thomas, St. John, or St. Croix, and follow us on social media at VISBDC. For easy access to all our training and networking events, be sure to join our newsletter and download the VISBDC app. The Virgin Islands Small Business Development Center, here to help your business start, grow, and succeed.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the VISBDC's hosting of Securing Government Contracts, Networking Strategies that Work. Today's webinar will be presented by the Virgin Islands Apex Accelerator Program. This webinar will guide you through the process from finding prime contractors to navigating the bidding process and meeting compliance requirements. Today's lead presenter is VI Apex Procurement Counselor Gideon Jagrap. Gideon Jagrap is the new procurement counselor for the Virgin Islands Apex Accelerator Program on St. Croix of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Mr. Jagrap has many years of experience working as a network engineer and working with assistive technology. With a master's in business administration, as well as other management certifications, Mr. Jagrap plans to use his experience, knowledge, and education to provide quality service to the various businesses in the United States Virgin Islands. Here's a friendly reminder to place your questions in the chat, and they will be addressed by the presenting team later during our question and answer segment. A copy of this presentation will be attached to the post-survey email sent directly after the live event. We encourage you to take a few minutes after this training to fill out that survey that lets us know how we're doing. So without further ado, Mr. Jagrap, the floor is yours.
Hi, good morning, everyone. And I just want to say thank you for choosing to be on this webinar today with us. Thank you, Sharika, for your introduction and, for setting everything up. I just want to take a time out again to appreciate everyone. We have a lot of information, and I'm hoping that the information provided is going to be valuable and could definitely be used for your advantage. So again, my name is Gideon Jagrap. I'm procurement counselor at the Virgin Islands Apex Accelerator. I am located on St. Croix. However, clients can be remote. So we have the ability to work with clients, whether you're in St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. John. And I'm going to introduce our state director, Mr. Frank Dixon. And this is his picture. So if you happen to see him, he's more located on St. Thomas, near the 13D building. So next to SBDC, or in the same building as SBDC on St. Thomas. Okay, so who are we? Who are the Apex Virgin Islands Apex Accelerator? We, or VI Apex, we offer free contracting services to businesses looking to sell their products and services to the federal, state, and local governments. So all of the services that we provide is at no cost to our clients. We always encourage, businesses to take advantage of these opportunities that are free, because we know how, it is when you have to, cost and spending and all that stuff. So if these, our counseling is free, we definitely recommend you take advantage of these opportunities available. The VI Apex Accelerator is 100% funded by federal government via the U.S. Department of Defense, Office of Small Business Programs, or OSBP. We are also under the umbrella of the University of the Virgin Islands School of Business. We assist Virgin Islands businesses compete in the government marketplace. Competing in the government marketplace can be very challenging, but with proper guidance and assistance with VI Apex, we feel that you have a better chance or opportunity, to not be lost in the government marketplace in competition. So we do our best to work with our clients. So we have over 90 Apex accelerators throughout the United States and its territories. The National Apex Accelerator Alliance, or NAPEX, we have over 650 members. This is the website for the NAPEX website. So there are requirements, for becoming a client. You must be registered for-profit businesses and innovators. You must be headquartered in the U.S. Virgin Islands territory, have applicable technical knowledge and capacity, have past performance history of selling your products and/or services, have a valid email address and internet access, and register for VI Apex services at www.viapex.org. So if there's anyone who is currently not a VI Apex client, we strongly recommend that, if you feel that you have the ability to sell your products or services to, the federal, state, or local government, and you would like to find out more information, we strongly recommend that you visit our website and you register to become a potential client, okay? So in this slide, we're going to talk about some of the services that we provide. So under contract administration, we have bid opportunities, eligibility, contract review, proposal review, post-award review. So there are opportunities that are available for bid, and it's important that how to obtain these, how to view these opportunities for bid, whether or not your company or business is eligible to apply for these opportunities. The contract review can be, quite lengthy, so we would just assist and make sure that you understand, or if you have any questions concerning the contract, we'll do our best to reach out or point you in the right direction. Proposal review and post-award review to make sure everything is, as agreed to, in the proposal or the award. I want to ask that you take your attention to the government contracting life cycle. So there's a pre-RFP or request for proposal, there's a solicitation, then the contractor bidding, the contract award, contract fulfillment, performance monitoring, audits, compliance, and contract completion. So this is more or less a general overview, but if you kind of understand the process of how something works, it kind of helps you kind of plan moving forward what the next steps are and so on. So I think, when you have access to this PowerPoint presentation, you should definitely take a look at the little images and, the words that are written. If you notice to the bottom right, we have sam.gov. I'm hoping that all businesses are already registered on sam.gov, and even if you need assistance in registering, we can also assist you as well. With sam.gov, you will be granted a UEI number, Unique Entity Identifier number, and a CAGE code, okay? Now, if you notice the image next to it, to the left or in the middle, there's a property and procurement, which is our local government contract award and bids and so on. So we would, work with our clients to look at different avenues or opportunities that are available, whether it be through sam.gov or this is our local or even the state procurement opportunities. Okay, so some of our client services, we have one-on-one counseling, And again, it could be either in person or virtually. We have database registrations, which is SAM.gov, NAICS codes, which is National Industrial Classification Service codes. So what these codes are, they classify your business based on the types of services that you are able to provide or the products that you provide. So you classify each business in certain categories, and this makes, looking for contract opportunities a lot easier. There's also the PIEE payment system. So this is a procurement integrated environment system, which is, how the Department of Defense and, do their invoicing and receipts and acceptance and all that stuff. So we also have the state registrations, which is, again, like if there are opportunities in the states, we could look at their procurement website and see what opportunities are available if you are able to provide services or sell products in that state. Okay, and then we're going to go to our next slide. Some more services, we continue subcontracting opportunities. So for many people, if you're just, locally in the Virgin Islands, we may not have many contracting experience. So subcontracting opportunities is a good option. This would help get past performance. It's the quickest way to get into government contracting, to work with a prime contractor, So there are benefits to it, which is profitability and less contract administration. So you would be working with a prime contractor to assess your value proposition. If you look at this image here, identify potential teaming partners, market potential partners, establishing teaming arrangements, find and win opportunities. So we're hoping that, this whole process can be a lot less challenging as, you have the assistance from the VI Apex. We also have the dynamic small business search image down below, which is how, prime contractors, contracting officers, or anyone looking for your business in the Virgin Islands or wherever, they can use this website to search your business and services and products that you sell or offer to the, to the workplace. Okay, so our next slide, we're gonna talk about bid match and preparation, education and training. So by you choosing to be on this webinar or seminar, it's definitely one step in the right direction, because education in itself, the more you know, the better it is. And the more training you receive, the better it is as well, especially as entrepreneurs or business owners. It goes a long way. So these webinars, seminars are a good opportunity to ask questions and to gather more information, to receive content, which is valuable, especially in the contracting world. So the Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification, or CMMC. We also assist with foreign ownership control or influence, or FOCI requirements. And if you notice again to the images, like the CMMC model, there are, like requirements needed, like the appropriate cybersecurity practices and maturity. Because if there are contracts that would require you to work with sensitive or classified information, you need to be able to provide these cybersecurity practices and maturity principles, and to make sure unwanted access isn't granted. So just to make sure that we have we are set up properly when dealing with sensitive information. Okay, we're going to go to our next slide. So some of the other client services are socioeconomic certifications. So with these certifications, they help in winning certain set-aside contracts that are available. So the ultimate goal is like approximately about 23% of all federal contracting dollars are traditionally set up or set aside for small businesses. So 23%, if you, are eligible to apply for these socioeconomic certifications, this would definitely give you an advantage. For example, if you look to the next check mark, we have the woman-owned small business or economically disadvantaged woman-owned small business certifications. We have the veteran certifications or the service disabled veteran-owned small business. We have the 8A, the Hub Zone, and Mentor Protege programs. So with these socioeconomic certifications, when we work with our clients, we see if they're eligible to apply for any of these certifications, which again would give them that competitive advantage of winning sole source or set-aside contracts that are available. So if you're a woman-owned, if you look to this to the bottom right, you're gonna see their contracting dollar award goal. They're hoping a 5%, well, 5% it will go to women-owned small business. Small disadvantaged business is 5%. Service disabled veteran is 5%, and small business in the hub zone is 3%. So just some valuable information. The entire Virgin Islands is considered a hub zone, historically underutilized business zone. So every business that is registered or established in the Virgin Islands, that's one certification that you can get that could help push you in the right direction for opportunities that are available for hub zone businesses. If you have served in the military of a DD-214 form, service disabled, veteran-owned small business, or if you served in the military, you are eligible to apply. If you are a woman-owned small business, yeah, definitely, then this would push you in the right direction to help you, give that competitive advantage with these opportunities. So this is a clickable link that would take you to the SBA certifications. And we're going to talk more about the SBA certifications in the next slide. Okay, well, when you click on this link, it would take you to the SBA certifications, and then it would, I guess you would have to go through to see whether or not you're eligible. You have to go through the application process and answer the questions and provide information just to make sure that you are eligible to apply for these certifications. Okay, in our next slide, we're going to talk about proven networking strategies, which is the core of this presentation. Okay, so the greater your network, is the more effective you're going to be, because the more you can network and look for other resources or ways in which you can fulfill certain contracts, this would definitely be to your advantage. So the greater your network, the better it is for your business. Networking strategies to win government contracts. So some of the the suggestions or what we will counsel our clients is to attend industry days and pre-bid conferences. So there are conferences and industry days that are available, and we would strongly recommend that our clients attend, just to network with other businesses or even agencies, just to get acquainted with how things work, and just to learn and understand from other businesses, from their standpoint, how they are able to fulfill contracts or work and get more contracts. Because if you're doing well in your contracts, you're fulfilling the work, exceeding expectations, you would definitely be recommended or referred, and then this could lead to more opportunities. So industry days is a government hosted event where agencies meet with private sector companies. And pre-bid conferences are like a formal meeting held by government agencies or contracting authority to provide clarity and details about specific solicitations. So this is for RFQ, means request for a quote, or RFP stands for request for proposal, and invitation for bid, IFB, to potential bidders before the bid submission deadline. Subcontract with large prime contractors. So there are just so many opportunities or advantages to, when you attend these events, you definitely network, introduce yourself, help people understand what your business does, what products or services that are available, and definitely make your business stand out. Have that great personality that people will be like, hey, I remember you. Even when you leave and you send an email to communicate with others that you meet at conferences, just keep in touch. Just to make sure that your presence is there. So these are all like strategies that we would recommend when attending these events. So to continue on the next slide, another strategy we would recommend is use your free resources. Apex accelerators are at no cost to you. So if we can help point you in the right direction or counsel you in areas or help you, gain that competitive advantage, why not use it, So just something for you all to think about. Attend SBA, GSA, and GovCon and other networking events. Bring a strong one-page capability statement and business cards. So we also provide counseling services with government-friendly capability statement, and this is going to be later on the slides. But we even help clients with, how to set up effective business cards. So imagine going to an event and it's like, people are asking to reach out to you or to get in touch with you, and you don't really have, proper business cards or capability statements. So this is in the areas in which we would assist. Connect with contracting officers on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is free. This is another great marketing tool or networking tool, I should say, to network with other people in similar businesses or contracting officers. You could look for them, to kind of advertise your business too, because people are on LinkedIn looking for professionals to fulfill work and to do certain things or sell certain products. So definitely take advantage of these free opportunities. Register in SAM.gov and Dynamic Small Business Search. So again, there are prime contractors who look for subcontractors or potential subcontractors in SAM.gov and Dynamic Small Business Search. So if your profile in the DSBS website is up to date, is very attractive, it's very detailed, this would definitely give you, again, a competitive advantage in prime contractors or potential clients reaching out to you. So follow consistently but professionally. There's a fine line between being professional and being annoying. So yes, you can follow up, but do it professionally. We could join it. Another consideration would be joining the SBA or DoD mentor protege programs. And this is a clickable link that would allow you to go to the mentor protege programs. So it's a program where a mentor or a seasoned or experienced contractor would take on a protege to help them, guide them, direct them, give them pointers and tips, so even subcontract opportunities for potential clients. Okay, we're gonna go to our next slide and some more proven networking strategies. So some of the questions that we have to ask ourselves as business owners is like, how effective is my website? Are people able to actually visit our website, and is it working? What type of content or material is on there? Is it going to attract customers? Or if a prime contractor looking for a subcontractor visit your website, would they be intrigued enough to reach out, and send you an email or try to have a meeting with you? So we even assist clients, making sure your website, is attractive or up to date. We even recommend a government tab on your website, with a downloadable PDF copy of your capability statement and your government information. So we do all these counselings, with clients just to make sure that you are, in a good position to market yourself and your business. So check your SBA profile. And this is the My SBA certifications. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the My SBA certifications. It's a screenshot of it, but is, should I apply? What do you need to prepare for the application? And there's a HubZone calculator for people applying for HubZone certifications. So we also assist clients in the SBA profile, helping you go through the process step by step, because it can be a little confusing, for people who haven't really went through this process as yet, but that's why we're here as VI Apex Accelerator counselors. So can other clients or businesses find you on LinkedIn? And we're hoping that everyone joining on this call can look for the Virgin Islands Apex Accelerator and network with the VI Apex, because we do share valuable content, we share information, So definitely this is, again, free information and marketing and networking via LinkedIn. So are your businesses able to receive referrals on how well your business performs? Remember, we're in the Virgin Islands, we're a small community. So when you do really good work, personal referrals go a long way. But when you do bad work, trust me, it goes a long way too. So we're always encouraging our clients to make sure you exceed all expectations, go above and beyond as you possibly can to maintain a good reputation to get some more referrals, okay? So on this networking strategy, we're going to talk about an elevator pitch. And if you've never heard about that, that's fine. We're here to educate, help you understand what, is expected. So an elevator pitch is a brief, persuasive speech that you use to spark the interest in what your organization does. You can also use it to create interest in a project, idea, or product, okay? It should be short enough to deliver during a quick elevator ride, which is typically between 30 to 60 seconds. Because you remember, a lot of these prime contractors or big managers, their time is very limited. So you have to be able to say something between, that 30 to second window or time frame that will really capture their attention, So some of the things that you should definitely focus on in your elevator speech is, what is the problem you're solving? How can you provide a solution or idea? What makes your problem or solution or idea so unique that they will consider you or maybe have that meeting with you to find out more about what you're offering? And be specific, exactly what are you asking for? Are you asking for funding, a partnership, or a meeting? So the goal of the elevator pitch is to make sure that your audience wants to learn more about, what you're trying to offer or provide. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about the elevator pitch. We have a sample here. Hi, my name is. You could use a sample or template. When you have access to the slides, to say, "Hi, I'm blank." Your name, the founder of the business name. We help. Who is your target audience? Solve specific problems by providing your product or service. What sets us apart is, you provide your unique value or proposition or differentiator. Our mission is to impact your outcome, your business, what delivers. So in just a brief time frame or results, we're able to provide this information. We've helped impress, metric, or success story. We're currently goal or ask seeking partnership, funding, customers, etc. And definitely follow up by asking for a meeting. So this is one that that was created between Mr. Dixon and myself. So this is just an example. Hi, I'm Jane Doe, founder of the Fresh Cart. We help busy urban families save time and eat healthier by delivering farm fresh groceries right to their doorsteps. What makes us different is our zero waste packaging and our partnerships with local farmers in just In just 6 months, we've served over 2,000 customers and diverted over 10,000 plastic bags from landfills. We're currently expanding into new cities and looking for strategic partners to grow with us. I have attached a copy of our capability statement for your reference and would like to discuss our services with you in more detail in a formal setting. Please let me know a time and date that fits your schedule. So if you notice in this slide, it's very specific, very quantitative information. What is it that you do? You help busy urban families save time and eat healthier. Is that something that this business is looking to improve on? If it's yes, then definitely that's something that you should pitch at. So what makes us so different is our zero waste packaging. This is definitely attractive. We also work with local farmers. So you can see that this business also cares about the locals and helping others as well. So the time frame is within 6 months, we serve over 2,000 customers. So this in itself is very detailed, and I think this is pretty good. If you could divert over 10,000 plastic bags from landfills, because then you're showing that you're considerate of the economy or how things are being done, preventing waste. So we're also expanding into new cities, looking for strategic partners to grow with us. So this is the purpose of the elevator pitch. So to end, this elevator pitch, you say attach a copy of our capability statement, which will provide more information about the company and what is provided. And if you would like to discuss our services with you more in detail, let me know a day and time that fits your schedule. So you never leave the elevator pitch without trying to, set a meeting or see when they're available to have a meeting, or you even offer your time when you're available. But you definitely want to ask them for what time and date that they are available. And definitely leave a copy of a capability statement or even definitely your business card as well. So this is just an example, and I'm hoping when you go through these slides later on that you use these as templates. Okay, so the other question would be, who should receive your elevator pitch? Definitely government contracting offices. So there's the Office of Small and Disadvantaged Business Utilization, or OSDBU. These are clickable links for all the different agencies that are available. So definitely take advantage of visiting these sites and see how it can assist you, with marketing your business and moving forward with trying to win contracts and networking. So who should receive your elevator pitch again? State procurement offices, prime contractors, procurement officers, small business liaison officers, or SBLOs. Okay, so when you click on those sites, they definitely have some good information available as to how you can reach out. Okay, on the next slide, we're going to talk about our government-friendly capability statement. So if you don't have a capability statement, and that's fine, again, we could provide a template through via Apex Counseling. We can assist you, help you market your business using the capability statement. So the capability statement is a marketing tool. It's also used to outreach and an introduction tool. So what are the key elements of a capability statement? Who are you targeting? Or who is your intended audience? What are the core competencies of your business? Clearly define what type of services and expertise that you provide for your business. What makes your business so unique or different? What makes your business stand out or be set apart from the other competitors? What type of past performance are you able to provide? Previous contracts or client successes. You should definitely have your company data. So anyone in SAM.gov can go look up your UEI, your CAGE code. And having your NAICS codes on your capability statement would allow, whoever you're targeting to look and see whether or not you're fit this category. So any certifications that you have, whether it be 8A, SDVOSB, HubZone, Women-Owned, or even if you're a CPA, Certified Public Accountant, if you are PMP certified, you should definitely have these certifications there as well. Have your contact information, key points of contact with email and phone, and you should have any logo or partners that you have or certification logos if it's appropriate. You must have the proper approvals to put certain logos on. So please, when you put logos on, make sure that they are approved by the agencies, okay? But if you look to the right, this is just an example of what we would recommend. And these contracting officers, they tell us what to look for or what they're expecting to receive that stands out the most. This is very straight to the point, very easy to read, because you remember they get a lot of capability statements. So we want one that would stand out, okay? That would capture the attention of who you're offering the capability statement to. Okay, so these are some key government websites. And again, we're hoping that you're gonna do your homework, due diligence. You're gonna just take a visit at each of these websites, get familiar with them, because during our counseling sessions, we will, reference them. We will help you understand certain, questions you may have about them, okay? So for example, definitely property and procurement, you have GVI Buy, we have Office of Disaster Recovery. So there are a lot of information or websites available. But again, we have to take that initiative to educate ourselves. And even if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and we can assist you. Okay? So we have reached to the question and answer segment. I thank everyone for your time so far. I try my best to, crunch all this information into this PowerPoint presentation. There's a lot more that can be said, but this is more or less, I think, enough content to definitely get us started and get us educated and knowledgeable about all these different areas, and which can help us move forward as businesses in the Virgin Islands. Because the better and stronger our businesses are, the better it is for our community, our economy, our families, our future generations. It inspires others, to want to have that strong business mindset and attitude. And I think it's just so many benefits, when we have this strong business mindset that we could share with others, and then it could definitely help grow our economy and definitely our future in the Virgin Islands. Okay, so I'm going to leave the opportunity open for any questions.
All right, Gideon, thank you for that. So what I will do is, I don't see any questions in the chat as yet, but persons in attendance, you can unmute and ask your question directly at this time. Okay, so Gideon, I don't see any questions at this time, so I'm gonna ask you to put back up the PowerPoint, and then I
Okay.
can just share some events that we have coming up for the SBDC and close out.
So before you do that, I just want to again encourage everyone, if you are considering being a client of Via Apex, definitely reach out to us. You obviously chose to be in this presentation because there's something that, I guess inspires you to want to learn more, or to grow your business more. So please reach out, send an email or give us a call, and we'll do our we will do our best to make sure that, we point you in the right direction or assist you the way that you need to. But we're more than willing to help because, again, when we help our small businesses, we help our communities. So again, thank you for your time. So I'm just going to go to the next slide. So this is just our value proposition. We serve as a liaison between business clients and government and industries. We strengthen clients' expertise and proficiency in government contracting. We provide government and industry a broader pool of procurement-ready vendors. Clients increase businesses, revenue growth. We help government reduce procurement timelines to increase market competition, ensure agencies receive quality service and products. So this is our value proposition, and we're here to serve, we're here to help. So again, feel free to reach out at any time. So these are our VI Apex locations. We are on St. Thomas and also St. Croix. We also have a satellite office in St. John. Just a few details about the VI Apex. We started in June 2022. Mr. Dixon, thankfully, chose to be here and start this program. We have helped over 250 plus businesses, 51 contract wins, 42 million in contract awards, 10 plus client certifications, WOSB, HubZone 88 veterans, and VI Disadvantaged Business Enterprise. So we also host 30 plus webinars, training events, and outreach programs or opportunities. So again, we thank you, but we're hoping that even if you could share this information with others who may be interested, who may be willing, to go through this process.
Thank you for that, Gideon. So we do have a few questions in the chat, and I want to start off by saying a copy of today's presentation will be attached to the ProSurvey email sent directly after the live event. So here's our first question, Gideon. How do I determine which certifications, for example, DBE, Women-Owned Small Business, or SDVOSB, I qualify for? How do I determine which certifications I qualify for?
Okay, that's a good question, Georgina. I hope I'm saying your name right. So when you go to the SBA certifications, there are requirements. You have to be considered a small business. For example, if you're a woman-owned small business, you have to be 51% owner or more. You have to be considered a small business. You cannot make over a certain amount of money. I think it's somewhere in the millions. The WOSB also, there's the EDWOSB and also the WOSB. So what differentiates between the two, economic disadvantage women-owned small business, would be like the NAICS codes and the type of services or products that you provide. That would be the difference between the two. So to determine what certifications you are eligible to apply for, the question you had was SDVOSB, which is Service Disabled Veteran-Owned Small Business. So have you ever actively served in the military? Do you have a DD-214 form? These are all questions that we would have to ask, with this. If you are currently registered in the Virgin Islands, one certification we know for sure that you can apply for is the HubZone certification. So I hope I was able to answer that question for you. If you have any more questions, feel free. You said my current interest is DBE. How long is the approval process? To be honest, I'm not too sure how long the approval process is for the disadvantaged business enterprise. I think it would depend on the information that you need to provide and how long the people who process the application takes. So I want to believe it would depend, and it varies, to be honest.
Okay, we appreciate you answering those questions. Don't see any more questions at this time.
And thank you for your questions. And again, if there's any, I see another question there. Sharika, can I read it?
Sure.
Who can I contact for help with the HubZone certification? You could contact myself or Mr. Dixon. So these are our contact information. You will have a copy of this presentation. And our information is on the viapex.org website. If you notice up here, yeah, you can reach out to myself or Mr. Dixon, and we will help you answer any questions you have with HubZone certification. And you're most welcome.
Awesome. So in the interest of time, I want to go ahead and share some information from the VISPDC. I do have one person online. Can you please send me a direct message and identify yourself? You're registered as a device, but I just want to make sure that everyone in attendance today receives an email so they can get a copy of the presentation. Okay. Thank you for
So
your time.
again, this is the website and the phone number, and reach out to us at any time. So I'm gonna put this screen up.
Thank you. So the VISPDC has so much more in store for you as VI small businesses. You can visit our website at www.vispdc.org. Download the VISPDC app on your mobile device from the appropriate app store. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google Business, and subscribe to the VISPDC YouTube channel for new uploads of our on-demand webinars. Webinars that we have coming up, we have on July 15th, Financing Solutions for Exporters, that will be presented by the SBA. We have SBA back again on July 22nd. They're going to be presenting Surety Bonding 101. We have Sales Forecasting Fundamentals, Building Your Small Business Prediction Playbook. That's going to be on July 23rd, and the presenter is Mr. Darrell Edwards. And we have Mr. Edwards back again on July 25th. He's going to be covering Financial Statements 101, Understanding the Big Three. On August 19th, we have our SBA District Office back again, how to apply and qualify for an SBA loan. And on August 26th, we have Learn About SBA Resources to help your business start, grow, and succeed. So we encourage you to visit the SBDC training portal so you can register for those upcoming events. And I don't see any additional questions at this time. We want to thank the VI Apex team for always being willing to collaborate on these initiatives. And so this is a friendly reminder to check your email and fill out the survey that lets us know how we're doing. And so with that being said, we thank you for your time and attendance today on behalf of the entire VISPDC network. Oh, so we have one more question that just came in, Gideon. So depending on your NAICS code, I guess, depending on your NAICS code, I guess it will determine if you're a small business or not. It could also depend on the number of people working for you.
I guess that's a statement.
I guess it's a comment rather than a question. You have anything to add to that?
Yeah, you need to have a certain amount of employees. So depending on the NAICS code. So
Hello,
if you
can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you.
I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt you, sir. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I was just saying that, yeah, I think you would need depending on the NAICS code, for some NAICS codes it will be 500 employees or less.
Correct. So depending on your NAICS code, and I apologize, my name is Samuel, owner of Packet X here. So depending on your NAICS code would tell you give you your ceiling, if you will, for the amount of money, as you said, in millions, of how much you can actually make before you're no longer considered a small business. But depend on what NAICS code that you have. If you have less than um, X amount of people, like you said, 500, you can be raking in billions of dollars a year and still be considered a small business because you only have literally 4 people working for you. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, they're requirements. So if you make over a certain amount and you have less than amount of certain employees, then you will be eligible or
Right.
maintain the status of small business.
Correct. So that's all I just wanted to say. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Dixon, he just put in a link. So we could definitely click on it and it'll give you more information on it. Thank you, Mr. Dixon.
All right, so once again, thank you for your time and attendance, and we're gonna close off. Bye, everyone.
All right, thank you.